Hello everyone, this is Ross. I'm just making a vid before I forget everything. And yeah, basically this is going to be about the fifth dimension. I apologize in advance if you guys are sensing a bit of not so much feeling from me. I'm going through a lot of learning. And yeah, so basically what I've learned is that shit, where do I begin? Alright, we're moving to a new density. Fuck. Now, in a new density, this is way better when I do myself. Now, basically we shift between the states all the time. Now, what we've been told and what we sometimes experience now is the manifestation of our desires. At least us, the people who are in tune. They're probably thinking, what do you mean we manifest our desires in our thoughts? Well, a lot of you are experiencing deja vu now, correct? A lot of you are experiencing timeline. A lot of you are experiencing your thoughts, what you think about, manifesting into reality. That in itself is the fifth dimension. That's the beginning part of it anyway. Now what is happening is we shift deeper and out, of reality or whatever, and it comes back down to sort of feeling, accepting from the heart and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Now, basically we move between densities, and the fifth dimension is not a place, it is a state of mind. It is a next density. It is pretty much where more information is jam-packed in, is more dense in a sense. Now, the difference between a dimension and a density is a dimension is like a perspective of a density or like a step in reality. A density is a next level, is like a whole new experience, is another level. Now, we experience this very subtly. Now, I hope I did that justice. Like I said, I'm going through a lot of knowing. If you want to know where I am in my knowing, basically, I'm trying to just get back to basics. I'm trying to accept things again, accept love in my life. Just those basic things. Because that's what I have a hard time with. Like, everything sort of goes straight to my ego in a sense. And like, that's another thing. Like, you see this cut on my hand. This one. There's a little burn mark on my thumb too. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah. And I got a burn on this hand. Basically, I'm trying to grasp onto things and not be accepting of it enough. And so, that's the other thing. Like, your whole, like, us spiritual people, like, we look to little simple things like that for a meaning in my life. And basically, I've only been getting cuts and stuff on my hands last week. That's what I've been trying to grasp the power too much. It's literally been all going to my head. So yeah, your body can tell you things like that. But basically, we're moving from unconscious to conscious awareness. Now, basically, that is unconscious awareness. You have ego and you have no ego. They're both unconscious awareness. It's either one or the other. Now, the reason why I said that we wouldn't have this massive awakening or like shift in a sense, or like enlightenment on the 21st December 2012, was because if you get hit with all that energy, you would shift out of ego too fast, you would shift out of attachment too fast, you would literally lose your sense of self. And that's sort of what I've been learning again now. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what the fuck? Now, to me, ego is represented by the moon, and no ego is represented by the sun. Now, the path of ego is the path of man. The path of no ego is the path of God. The path of ascension. Well, I love this. So I've been itching to say this for ages. The path of ascension is the path of higher self. Now, a lot of you who are in tune with your actual higher self know that your higher self is both man and of God, and it probably backwards you. You're probably thinking, what the fuck? Yes, he's both. Ooh, his ego and his no ego. He's literally a living but a contradiction, in a sense. Ooh, interesting. He's a path of conscious awareness. He is the sun and the moon merging. That's what a lot of you guys who are seeing that symbolism. That's what it means. We are literally moving into a higher selves and a higher awareness. And that is a merging of all realities, because you exist in all realities simultaneously, and you shift between them quite a lot. You're just not consciously aware of it, but you'll be more consciously aware of it. Now, when you bring your now basically conscious awareness is the merging of ego and no ego. It's not the separation of it. It's the merging of them both. So basically, you'll, like, I thought before I used to talk about paradoxes. Oh fuck, this is more of a paradox. You'll literally be able to control every part of your reality. And if some of you are experiencing getting a taste of it now, it's very, very subtle. So, someone like Peter, especially you, because you saw it as well. I'd been pointing it out, but you saw the symbolism. And Alice, bless you both. And a couple of others who've been seeing the sun and moon symbolism. There's a couple of others. Basically, that's what it means. You're meshing your unconscious, or your ego and no ego, or whatever, with the conscious, which is pretty much both. What the fuck am I saying? You're merging both unconscious awarenesses, the no ego and the ego, together. And it's a living contradiction. Now basically what I learned before this big downfall, before this big ego high and this big crash in my awareness, you could say, where I now learned to be humble. Basically what I learned was I could shift between both states of awareness, and that's why I haven't been making, that's one of the reasons why I hadn't been making a video for a while. I was just having too much fun. I could literally shift between ego and no ego at will. And a part of me got, like, that's the thing with me, like I'd victimized myself a bit. I was thinking, oh, this is too easy, life is too easy now. That was one thing. Another thing was I was like, so I was victimizing myself in that sense. Another thing that happened was that is the power was literally going to my head. Like, I was like, wow, I can do all this wicked shit. Like, I wasn't doing anything like dramatic, but the stuff that I was seeing happening around me, through me, that I was experiencing, it was just like making me feel like God or something. It was giving me a God complex. And so, yeah, I had a big conflict because I wasn't accepting of the energy of the love that I was receiving from people, from my guru, all that sort of thing. I just wasn't accepting of the love, and it's been ages. And, yeah, I've just had to bring myself back down to basics. Right now, I just want to be humble. You know? I want to be loving. I don't necessarily want power. I don't feel like, I don't feel like much. I don't deserve it. And I had another power trip today. I'd finally opened up to the energy today again. And I wasn't like this, what you're sensing now. I was literally, I had the energy literally flowing right through me. And it started going to my head again, like right away. I moved out of my heart. My heart was feeling warm, but I moved out of my heart space into my mind. And that's when I was right at the peak of it all. That's when I had received that cut on my hand. And that was sort of like, you know, that was from a fan actually, a plastic fan. I sort of moved into the fan. And that was sort of like, you know, like a wake up. What are you doing? Snap out of it, you know. You're not supposed to grab onto things so much. You're supposed to just let things flow. You know? A lot of us spiritual people, like, what a scientist or an atheist would see as a coincidence, a mere coincidence. A lot of people who are on the path of mysticism see as a synchronicity or divine. You know? Yeah, so it's a big learning curve for me. I'm learning a lot. to be loving again. I want to honor the people around me. I want to honor myself. And I cried just insane. Yeah, but so yeah, we're shifting in a conscious awareness, which is the path of higher self. So unconscious awareness, both of which we have learned extensively within things. In unconscious awareness, it is either the path of man or the path of God. But conscious awareness is the path of higher self, which is the path of both of those realities. It is the sun and the moon merging. I'll get into it further than that. Okay, I can get into it further than that. For me, it represents my more mortal side, or my destructive side. You could say is the crow. That's what represents my water side, my destructive side. What represents the God in my life is sorry, let's produce on that. What represents the God in my life is the eagle. So I saw those two beings. That's the first thing that came to me when I started shifting into this awareness. I saw those two beings merging and becoming one. I can't go into any further than that. But yeah, hopefully I haven't pissed off my guys. I'm a bit cut off now. They said, I should share all this stuff. It's the time now. I should just let things come out of me. But yeah, I wanted to get into it further than that, but yeah. Fifth dimension, state of being. Unconscious awareness, you either have no ego or ego. Conscious awareness is both, sun and moon together. Crow and eagle. Destruction and creation. I don't know. It's very beautiful. I'll probably scrap that destruction and creation because everything just is. That's another thing. The highest truth I learned in India that I'd finally internalized after all this stuff that got me into this was that everything that is meant to happen will happen. But everything just is. Everything comes back to self. That's the highest level. That's the highest truth I ever learned. My guys just told me I shouldn't have said that. I'm being naughty, but I thought I'd share with you. And this is definitely going in my book, so I'm gonna copyright that shit. Copyright it. Ross started selling. Much love, much light. I hope you all enjoy this, and namaste.